So good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's multi-area meeting. The date today is Monday, the 26th of November, and I am super excited to be training this evening and talking to you all about some of the things that we learned this weekend at the Success Summit. So first things first, what we need to do is some recognition. So I'm going to share screen with you all, and we can go through recognition. Okay. So last week, Danny set a mini challenge, and it was about using our Facebook. So on the back of the training we had at 9 o'clock, about using our Facebook pages to the best of their advantage and to really put quality into our Facebook pages. So she asked everybody if they would be prepared to do one Facebook Live doing a demonstration, and also taking part in the top 10 challenge, where we all posted about 10 products in our group. So I'm just going to rattle through and say quick congratulations to everybody that has clicked on the polls that they got involved. So Danny Wells, Mel Webster, Stacey, Sue, Megan, Trish, Caitlin, Sarah, Claire and Andy. Congratulations for doing the Facebook Lives. And then the people that have said that they took part in the top 10 challenge was Danny, Mel, Trish Cook, Tony Russell, Andy Jewell and Rachel Partridge. So well done, and a massive shout out to Rachel Partridge as well. I did do it on the group, but I also wanted to say your posts were absolutely amazing, and I am in quite a few different people's groups, and I kept seeing your posts as the posts that were being used, and I think that's a real credit to you, because you obviously went out your way, you found all that information, you stuck it all on Facebook for everybody to share, and when your posts get shared around, it is a real tick in the box, and you should be really proud of yourself, because I know that I certainly used a couple of yours, and I know other people did, so well done. Obviously well done to everybody as well that did, but I just saw Rachel's all over, so thank you. Okay, so the next lot of recognition is on here. Let me go through. Oh, there's loads. Yes, love it. Love loads of it. I gave myself 10 minutes for this bit. Right, so we have got Claire Lennon is a new independent consultant sponsored by Caitlin Golder. Well done, Caitlin. Welcome, Claire. New district manager and qualifications, Sarah Elizabeth Wilkinson, sponsored by MVP Danny Wells. Well done. Phyllis Turpin is part of the 500 PQV club. Incredible. Sue Ellis, 1000 PQV club. Whoop, whoop. Lindsay Langford, 500 PQV club. Well done. Oh, there's some side comments on this one. Let me do that. Danny Wells, 100, and will be, Lindsay Langford is in the 1000 PQV club and should complete the 1500 PQV club at the end of this evening. Well done, Lindsay. That is incredible. I think you're the first, actually. But then if you do the 1500, I think you'll be the first one to be part of the 1500 PQV club, which is just incredible. Looking after your personal business is the key to the success of your business. So well done. Danny did a launch with Jacqueline. Well done. Danny also did a one-to-one today and went to the Success Summit over the weekend. So I also went to the Success Summit over the weekend with some of the other consultants as well. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. It was absolutely incredible. Danny also did a success stories last Tuesday with Christina Brewer. Well done. Danny has done her area manager bonus, which is incredible. Well done. New independent consultant Ruth White, sponsored by Danny Wells. Well done. Jacqueline Hampson, I did a launch today. I also pitched to a friend who now wants a one-to-one with me and Danny. So I guess that's 2 one-to-ones. Well done. That's incredible. Like, literally, it's all about the ask. You should be really proud of yourself. Let's carry on. New independent consultant Ian Wells joins us again, sponsored by his lovely wife, MVP Danny Wells. Well done. Kate Dingill, sponsored by MVP Danny Wells. Claire Smalley, sponsored by Claire Barefoot. Well done. Stacey Gannon, sponsored by Sarah Wilkinson. Kerry Lee, sponsored by Danny Wells. Amy Johnson, sponsored by Caitlin Golder. Lucy Johnson by Caitlin Golder. Caitlin, you're on fire. Abby Lockley, sponsored by Nicola Richards. Amy Burkett, sponsored by Jessica Jane. Jessica Bramwell is in the 500 PV Club. Whoop, whoop. Stacey. Michelle Galvin sponsored her first preferred client. Amazing. DM bonus part 1, Sarah Gooden, Chris. Okay, so people that have done their DM bonus part 1 was Sarah Gooden, Chris Chadler, and Michelle Galvin. Well done. They have also all completed. So the 500 PQV Club is Michelle Galvin, Sarah Gooden, Chrissy Chadler, Tony Russell. Well done. Stacey is in the 1000 PQV Club, working it, love that. Right, I am going to get through. There's so much recognition, I love this. Stacey's also done loads of launches this week and loads of stalls, and I've been keeping like up to date with your posts, and you are doing amazingly, babe. You should be so proud of yourself. And Michelle, Gavin and Tony Russell, and Sarah Good and Stacey, Blackley and Dee. Oh, I'm guessing you've all done the launches and stalls. So well done, everybody. Well done. Right. Rachel Partridge is in the 500 PQV Club. Mel did all of this week's challenges. Well done, has completed their tracker. Incredible. I've joined the 1000 PQV Club. Whoop, whoop. Jacqueline went out of her comfort zone and did 2 product demo videos this week live about mind health. Amazing. If you can crack that, and that's one of the things we learned today about going live, you are literally cracking a massive hurdle of the business. So congratulations for really pushing yourself and doing that. You also attended an online Discover Arbonne and did a one-to-one with a potential independent consultant. Incredible. Well done. So that wraps up all of our training and recognition. I'm just going to check in chat. I didn't mean on same pages. I think something went wrong with my thing, so we'll come back to that. Yeah, and can everyone mute themselves out? So I'm going to just mute everybody out now, just in case you're not muted. Right, so that should be everybody. Mute all. Lovely. Okay, so that's everybody muted out. So I'm going to go straight into training. So this evening, I'm going to be talking about, I've just got Caitlin's face on my screen. How do I change that? I'm going to be talking about the Success Summit that you would have seen over social media this weekend. So myself, Danny Wells, Jennifer Cowie, Kelly Bromley, Sarah, Jade Brimfield, and a few others, all decided months and months and months and months and months ago, after Fraser Brooks did a live training for us, that we were going to attend his summit. Now, we had no idea what it was going to be about, but we were so inspired by his training that he did on our 9 o'clock call that we all felt that we would benefit from hearing more from him. And when the tickets were released, we genuinely all thought that they were £200 each, and we were like, that's a steal, that's a bargain, 2 days training, food, a lot, let's go to that training. So we were like, Jen, can you sort the tickets, because it was an offer in a big group, and she was like, yeah, and there just happened to be 5 of us at the time that were like, boom, let's get it done. And then she was like, it's like £200 in total? We're like, what? And she was like, yeah, it's £200 in total. We were like, okay. So time went past, and this has been in the diary for ages, and it like works out like £60 or something each. And we turned up on the first day, and honestly, I can't explain to you exactly what it was like, but if you think about kind of RAACs, and when we go to leadership academies, and when we go to GTC, there are these big global events, and there's live music, and it's very tailored for Arbonne consultants, which is absolutely incredible. But the beauty of what this was this was about network marketing, and this was about the business and understanding how to be a network marketing professional, and that is what was amazing about it. So I'm going to just tell you a little tiny bit about Fraser Brooks himself. So Fraser Brooks grew up surrounded by network marketing. So his dad was in network marketing, his mum was in network marketing. It's all he knew, and they were old school network marketers as well. They were like flyer collecting, delivering, like order taking. There was none of the social media, there was no online stuff. It was literally door to door networking, and that is how they grew network marketing businesses. And his dad was really successful, and his mum was really successful, and Fraser was like, oh, not sure, like that's exactly what I want to go into. I don't want to be doing all the leafleting and stuff like that. And then it hit him one day, as the internet, as social media was really starting to take off, that there was an alternative way of building this business. So we went to his dad, and he said, Dad, I'm going to start network marketing, but I'm not going to do it like you. Bearing in mind, like, his dad is really successful. He was like, I'm not going to do it like you. I found a new way, and I'm going to prove to you that you can do it. And his dad was like, go on, share. And he was like, well, I'm going to do it all online. And his dad virtually fell off his chair. He was like, son, you're not going to be able to do it. Like, well, I will show you I can do it. It was like, son, no one's been able to do it. We've seen people come and go that have said that they were, they could build this purely online. It's not doable. And a bit like the Roger Bannister, he was like, I'm going to show you it's possible. I'm going to do it. And that's what he did. And he created astonishing business in a network marketing company, and he was the top of his field, and he really enjoyed it. But, and here's the big thing that we have been gifted with almost, is that on his journey he realized that although he loved network marketing and he loved the concept of network marketing, what he was doing, the selling of the products wasn't the bit that he absolutely loved. But training people how to be the best network marketing professional and how to build this in today's society was what he was passionate about. And he's found himself training more and more and more and more. Now, because he wanted to become a trainer in the field of network marketing, and not just help those people that were within his company, but help everybody that was within kind of networking companies, because we all know there's loads of them out there. He took a massive leap, and he left the world of network marketing, and he became a trainer. And he started from scratch. He literally jumped ship and said, I'm going to build a new boat. And it's scary to think that people would do that. But he was like, my skill, this is where my skills are. So he's teamed with a couple of other professionals, not within network marketing, but within the fields that he wanted to expand in. So like a Facebook professional whose name has lost me, and they teamed up and they literally designed programs. So Fraser Brooks has his own program, which it's a Ninja Warriors, I think it's called, and that's his branding. And he now teaches people how to be the best network marketers. So we decided to go to this summit and hear, not just from him, but from other 10, 2, 3, 4 figure earning companies, Ninja Network, I think, there we go. The people that are earning 2, 3, 4 figure incomes and have been doing it for ages. There were people there that have been in networking for 35 years and have grown amazingly successful businesses, but have been and seen it. Like one of those, you know, like when you go to your grand's and you tell your gran all about your new partner and she listens, and you can see she's like been there, done that, got the t-shirt, but she tells you it's all gonna be okay. And that's kind of what it was like. And so all these people were like from all over, and there were people from Poland, there were people from like that's the only country I can think of right now, but literally like loads. They were all over. Danny, if you can remember the countries to put them in. So they were like, actually the people from the UK, I'd say, were probably Israel. They were the ones that kept making all the noises. The people from the UK were actually in the minority. Like people from the UK that came to watch that were, I reckon there was probably more from Portugal and Israel than there were from the UK, which is incredible considering that there were 600 people. But what it does show you is network marketing is bigger than the person who lives next to you next door. There were people from all over in that room, and there was only 600 people. So some of the key takeaways that we took away from there. Some of the key takeaways that I wanted to share was something called the bridge of belief. So basically, this really stuck in my head, and I thought, well, as it's my day training you today, I want to share this with you, because if it helps somebody else understand what we're doing and build that bridge of belief, then this weekend was all worth it. So I'm going to tell you a bit about this, and then Danny's going to jump on and she's going to share some of her takeaway nuggets as well, because actually I only ended up going for the first day because I had a stall booked the second day. But there is too much to share with you on a half an hour call. So I'm literally going to give you my golden nugget, and then I've asked Danny to give hers, and then we will filter through some more of the training once we've kind of gone back and watched some of it and put it all together. So I'm going to talk to you about the bridge of belief, and I've got my whiteboard, or my equivalent to a whiteboard. So your friends and your family won't support you until they see strangers celebrate you. So your friends and family will not support you until they can see strangers celebrate you. So taking that on board, every time someone that you've sponsored into your business or you've befriended in your sideline achieves something and they have some recognition or some announcements on their pages, you make sure you're the ones up there loving that and liking that and writing a comment and saying well done. Because when you do it, that's what you want on your page. Because people, they buy into you when they trust you. You don't wake up one morning and say, oh, you know, I'm a professional in this, so you all have to believe me. It's your friends and your family that know you best, so they're the ones that know that you're not. So it takes time for you to gain their trust. So they will celebrate you and trust you when they see others celebrating you, that they know that you don't know. So just bear that in mind. So with that in mind, we are going to look at the bridge of belief. And Fraser did this live on the stage, and it was so funny, and I'm definitely not as funny as him, but I will give it my best shot. So basically what he said was, on one side of the bridge here is Loserville. Okay? And this is where we all live. We're all a bunch of losers. It's lovely there. So this is Loserville, okay? So this is Average Joe. This is where Average Joe lives. And on this side is Successville, full of successful people. So Loserville is your norm and Successville of people. And to get there, we need to build a bridge, okay? A bridge of belief. This is our bridge, okay? But unfortunately, underneath our bridge are sharks, You drew a funny shark. There are crocodiles. I don't know if you can see it. That's a shark. There are crocodiles. There are piranhas. Do you like my drawing? And there are loads of other things that want to get us as we're crossing that bridge, okay? There are things that want to get in our way and to trap us, all right? So this is you. Congratulations, you have just opened your network marketing business. Well done. But opening it doesn't mean that you're successful in it. It just means that you took the first step, okay? So, to become successful on the bridge of belief, you need to do the first thing. And number one is becoming a product of the product. There is absolutely no point in endorsing a product if you're not prepared to wear it, to smell like it, to eat it, to drink it. Because you cannot recommend a product to somebody if you have no idea how it works. You can read 1,000 things on it, but if you haven't experienced how many times you have to go to the toilet when you do the cleanse, there is absolutely no point recommending it to somebody, because you're not going to be able to help and guide them and be the best consultant for them. You need to become a product of the product. When you're standing at a stall and you've got all of your products beautifully displayed on a table, you need to be able to talk about each one of those products that are on there, but you need to be wearing it. Because when they say to you, so are you wearing foundation now? You need to be able to say, yeah, I'm wearing Buff. And I've set it with a setting powder, which is how it's managed to stay on all day. When they say, oh, you've got the mascara on, you need to be able to say, yeah, I've got the mascara on. So bridge of beliefs, the first step is being a product of the product. So that will get you off Loserville Island, okay? But that doesn't mean that you're going to make it all the way across. You haven't built your bridge yet, okay? So the second step is to speak to your upline daily. And I was like, what? Like, bearing in mind, my upline now is Danny Wells, and I definitely don't speak to Mrs. Wells every single day, but I do speak to her every week. But I don't speak to her every day, and that's probably out of my choice, just because I'm busy. But speak to your upline every day. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you need to ring, but drop them a message. Morning, just wanted to let you know that this is what I've got put to my diary today. Morning, I just wanted to let you know that I'm having a day off today. I'm with the kids. I love you loads. Please don't ring me, but I'm going to be in touch with you at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Morning. I have 2 stalls at the weekend. I've fully booked in for them. If you pass in, this is where I'll be. Like, these are the kind of things, like sending a message, just one, every morning to your upline, letting them know that you are in it. Doesn't mean that you're working that day, but that you are in it. Connect with your upline. So that is the second step. Okay, but we start walking across our bridge. So we're now a product of the product, and we're speaking to upline every day. But the problem is we've set off, and what happens is that people over here in Loserville, they want us back over there. Like, they do not want us over on this side. They don't want us there. Okay, because they're not there. They want us over here. So they're there going, come back, come back. And then we start thinking, oh, we're not too far over. So actually, let's go back. Let's go back and see what's happening. It's all right, I can still wear the products, and I made a good friendship with Danny, so I can still talk to her every day, but I'll go back over here because it's comfortable, and everyone keeps telling me to come back, and I'm not further enough over the bridge of belief yet to get to the other side, so I'll just stop. So my husband doesn't really like me doing this, and my friend thinks I've like been sapped into something really daft, and actually they might all be right, and can you hear it? Can you hear all the Loserville's things coming into your head, and you just decide suddenly that you're going to go back over. You're going to go back over to Loserville, but you know that's not the place that you want to be. So you start again. You start being a product of the product. You start communicating more effectively with your upline every single day. Then what do you do? Number 3, you attend the monthly events. There is so many events with Arbonne that you can attend. So we have our monthly training and recognition that's in Stamford. You can go to a Discover Arbonne. You can go to leadership academies. You can go to AACs. You can, if you like, literally, if there's nothing that you can attend, then call a bunch of Arbonne consultants and say, do you fancy meeting up? Surround yourself with the people that you need to be around to feel the energy, but try and make it your bare minimum to at least tune into live the once a month nation training and recognition events, because that is the body of the business. Like those photos that are taken when you're there, the training, the vibe, like that is the fun parts of your business. So if you're only tapping into things that feel like it's the work, then you are going to start feeling a bit sour about what you're doing. Make sure that you're tapping into other people's energies to keep your spirits high. So you've made it across the bridge. You've got to 1, you've done 2, you've done 3. Now there's 7 steps across this bridge, and we're kind of 2/3, like about a third away across it now, okay? So we're just starting to believe in ourselves. We're not going to fall into the trap of like giving up, but we could still be pulled. But we can just start hearing voices from across the way. They're really faint, all right? They're really faint, but we can start hearing people that are on the success bill, and they say, come on over. Like, it's amazing over here. Like, you can be successful. Come on over. We can just start hearing the whispers, okay? So we're ready to move on to step 4 of the bridge. And step 4 is sponsor a new customer monthly. 1. Obviously, in Arbonne, our aim is to do more than that. But in network marketing, these are your bare minimum bridge building things that you need to do. 1 new customer a month. Look after the ones that you've already got, but sponsor 1 new one a month. Okay, and now we're halfway across the bridge. So you've made it halfway across the bridge already. Your belief is growing and growing and growing. But don't worry, like there are things that are going to happen along the way. We are going to get a few like splashes from our piranha and nips from our crocodile. But our bridge, if we keep believing, will stay strong. Okay, and the voices from Loserville will start getting less and less because you are empowered by the voices that are coming from Successville. Okay, so number 5, we are so close to being on Successville now. Sponsor a new consultant monthly. 1 new consultant. Introduce 1 new person to this business every month. Okay, so now you can see you've just got you're about here now. Right? These voices from Loserville, they're getting fainter and fainter and fainter. Like, in fact, soon you're not even going to be able to hear them, let alone going back there. Like, the idea of going back, who wants to be there? You've got hopes and you have got dreams and you have got goals, and all you've got to do is build your bridge of belief to get there. You're not going back. You're on step 5. Step 6. Hear your CEO speak. You will hear your CEO speak if you go to one of the big corporate events, so GTC or AAC, okay? And it is inspiring. It is incredible to hear from the absolute heart of the company, all right? But if you haven't yet heard, that doesn't mean that you can't get to the other side. Find someone that you are totally inspired by in Arbonne, and go and read their eye on Arbonne. Go and find where all of their trainings are and listen and absorb their energy. Because if they're successful in Arbonne, they've gone and they've absorbed it. So ride off their energy. So we've virtually made it across now. There is no going back. We'll flip through between the steps, but we are building our bridge and we are building it strong. Okay, so the final step is visit head office or achieve an incentive trip. And once you have done that, you have seen and done it all. You know you can sponsor new consultants. You know you can sponsor new customers. You know exactly who's answering your telephone calls and where your products are being delivered from. You know that the trips do exist. You know that the products are amazing because you wear them and eat them and smell them every single day. You know that you have got support daily because you speak to them every day. And you know that you are surrounded by like-minded people because you attend the events every single month. You have just made it to Successful and you're not going back. But are you going back? And this is what was the beauty and the turning point for me in this training. You are going back. Of course you're going back. Because who wants to be on Successful on their own? Don't be so bloody selfish. Go back across the bridge of belief. Go and pick up your mate and bring them along with you. Go and teach them these 7 steps of building your bridge of belief. Go and show them that they can do it too. And if they get to step 2 and they say, I don't want to speak to you every single day, they're not ready, take them back to Louisville, go and pick someone else up. Go and get somebody else. Take them to step 4. They don't want to sponsor any new customers. Okay, well, you're not going to earn any money then. Go back to Louisville because I'm on my way to Successful and I only want to take people who want to get there. All right? You get them to step 6. They don't want to go to any corporate events. It's part and parcel. It's your business, babes. That's kind of what we need to do. You kind of need to be at least one. You're not ready to put your business, fine, go back up to Louisville. When you are ready, I'll bring you across my bridge of belief. All right? So now you know how to run a successful business. You have built your bridge of belief. You know exactly what you're doing with your business. What you now need to do is show other people how to do exactly the same. That is duplication. That is how you run a successful network marketing business. And I was just like, I've been doing this 3.5 years. I love facts. And I think what I needed to hear this weekend was I needed to take the company out of the profession. Okay, because everybody on this call, everybody that went to that summit, everybody that turns up and has an ID number has the opportunity to be a network marketing professional. We just represent a brand. Okay, so you can be a customer of your brand and that's fine, but you are a network marketing professional and that is what you are teaching people to do and that is what will make you successful. And that is why there was 10, 11, 12 different network marketing companies in that one room, but not one of them pitched or sold their products to people because they were there to learn about their profession. And that, in a nutshell, is kind of what the Success Summit was all about. So that was my one takeaway. I had 1,000. We learned about Facebook. We learned about algorithms. We learned so much that my head could go bang. But I've got 6 minutes left in this call and I'd love to hand over to Danny for the last couple of minutes for her just to give you an insight of what she took away from the business as well. So over to you, Danny.
Oh my gosh, National Vice President Carlan Carpenter, flipping egg. Not only was that training content fantastic, but you delivered it beautifully. So thank you. And a massive welcome to some of the new guys on the call today as well. And I hope that this being your first Zoom call, you're as blown away as what all of us old golden oldies are. That was incredible. So like CJ said, so many golden nuggets that I couldn't even scratch the surface. But what I want to do is give you 2 main golden nuggets that I took from day 2. Specifically chose day 2 because I knew CJ will be talking about day 1. So the first thing is about social media. So most of us use social media for promoting our business. And something that really hit me was David Ross is a network marketing professional. He works for Utility Warehouse. Not that that makes any difference, just thought that might be interesting for you. And he was a child who grew up with his mum and dad building Utility Warehouse. And I'm pretty sure, I hope I've not got this wrong, but I Googled him and I think his parents founded Carphone Warehouse, but we need to double check that because I don't want to be making accusations and rumours. But I've Googled it and it was something like that. So this little lad, David, grew up with his mum and dad in network marketing, same as Fraser Brooks, really. And being a mum, and I know lots of us on the call are mums, isn't it nice to know what our kids are going to end up being like as adults, because we are really influencing them in what we read, how we talk, where we're being open-minded, we're not being judgmental, we're not sharing the awful news and the radio in front of them. Like, it's really nice for me as a mum seeing people like David and Fraser being adults who were children brought up in network marketing. So David is in network marketing as well, followed his parents' footsteps, and he built his business all on social media. So this is a social media tip. He says too many people, and I'm as guilty as this, too many people post on social media about themselves. And believe me, if you follow me, you know I'm so guilty of this. He says it's fine to do it sporadically, but what you really want to do is give people a platform to talk about themselves. He said, what does everybody want? He goes, it's not money, it's not time. Everybody wants to be heard. That's what people want. People want to be heard. And social media is a platform for people to be heard. He says, so if you want to be really smart and savvy, you need to be the navigator into giving people a platform to be heard. So he said, if you want to be really smart, you want to focus on people's problems, so which are time, family, health, money, and debt. People, those are the big problems that people face in our day-to-day life. So he said, if you want to be really clever, you want to utilize polls. So put polls up about things. You can be really smart. I did one about, you wouldn't even believe it, about mustard. I know that doesn't really fall into any of those categories, but I'll still tell you anyway. I just put on my Facebook tonight, what's the difference between mustards anyway? German mustard, Dijon mustard, English mustard, what's the difference? And people are commenting. People love it. They love a platform to be heard. People are like, oh, this is about Dijon mustard, and this is about this. People have gone crazy. I put a poll on this morning saying, Christmas trees in November. Poll 1, yeah, why not? Poll 2, oh my gosh, no, wait till December. Personally, I couldn't care less what people do with their Christmas trees, but I've had 200 people engage in that poll. Now, when people are engaging in your social media because you're making it about them and making the platform about them, what that does is it boosts the algorithm so that people see more of what you post. So if you're giving people a platform to talk or to place a vote, there's nothing to do with your business. When you do a business post, they're more likely to see it. So being really clever. When he said this, I was like, oh my gosh, I can really hone in on this. And a few of us did this on the Saturday night, and we did a photo with condiments like mustard, mayo, HP sauce and something else, and was like, which is the nation's favorite? Did a poll, and so many people are voting on it and talking about it. The comments went wild. And now when I do a business post for Cyber Monday today, for example, see that. So really focus on having that platform to let people speak. So just be really savvy about what you're posting. And if something happens, so like I spoke to Caitlin Golder this morning on the phone, and she went, oh Danny, my house nearly burnt down yesterday because my curling tongs were left on and I didn't realise, and it burnt a massive hole in the carpet. And luckily my mum went up, blah blah blah, told me this story, and I went, Caitlin, I'm going to stop you right there, you need to put that on Facebook. And she was like, what? I said, you need to put that on Facebook. You need to tell people to be careful with their curling tongs or their straighteners. Not only is that going to help people remember to turn them off, but it's also going to engage comments, because people are going to comment going, oh my gosh, that happened to me once, or oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me, or oh my gosh, Caitlin, you're so stupid. Like, people are going to comment, and it gives people a platform. So just be really smart with that. And I loved what David said. Anyway, following on from that, he said, then you can start conversations with people, because then you can be really savvy and hone in on what would you, if you could win the lottery and you could have all the time in the world or all the money in the world, like which one would you pick? Or if you could win a free holiday to Cape Verde or to Jamaica, which one would you pick? And you can start getting really clever, because then if you did a post like that and say people that vote Jamaica, you can then see who's voted Jamaica. If you've done it a comment, then you can see who's commented Jamaica. The next trip isn't Jamaica, but let's pretend it is. So the next trip comes out and it's Jamaica. You can message the people that have commented and say something like, hey, I just saw that you commented like you'd go Jamaica. Our company incentive is to Jamaica. Like, would you be interested in going? So then you can start to be clever about what you post. And he gave me this saying, which is brilliant. If you don't catch it now, I will put it in the Limitless Leaders. When you're having a conversation with people that leads more towards the business, he said, you've got to use the words. These are your magic words. Usually, exactly, typically, and normally. I think those are your magic words. So if you can use those magic words, and he put them in a sentence, I'm going to tell you the sentence, but if you don't get it written down, I'm going to put it in the chat anyway. So this is what he says. Usually when I speak to somebody with exactly the same problems as you, they typically end up taking everything, or taking all the products, whatever, and join as a rep. And normally join as a rep. And he said that, and we were like, oh my gosh, he's used all 4 magic words in one sentence. So I will put that in the chat, because I was like, that is incredible. So that's something else that I did learn. And the last thing before I pass back to CJ and the call ends is there's a massive difference between desire and burning desire. And the difference is desire makes you want to work 99% of the time. But when you're working, not 99% of the time, I mean, give something 99%, that's what I mean. I don't want anybody to be working 99% if you wouldn't sleep. I mean, give something 99%. When you give something 99% because you've got desire, because you're only giving it 99%, you've got choices. Do I go to that conference? Do I get onto the training? Do I do my tracker today? You've got choices. You've got a yes or a no, because you're doing 99%. You've got choices. When you've got burning desire, you are 100% in, and there is no choice. You're going to the conference, you're getting on the training, you're going to do your tracker. There's not a choice. Like for me, there's not a choice that I'm not going to go to Vegas. There's not a choice that I'm not going to be on the Monday night training. Like, it is what it is, because I'm 100% in, because I've got burning desire. And they said that when you've got burning desire and you're in 100%, it gets so much easier, because you've took the no, I'm not going to do that option away. Because for a lot of us, we've just got desire and we're only giving 99%. And for a lot of us, we make the choice, shall I get on CJ's training tonight? Oh, shall I get on the 9 o'clock training? Like, you've got choices. And when you've got choices, you get exhausted. If you're in 100% because you've got burning desire, there's no choice. You're on the training, and that's what it is. And it makes things so much easier. It does. I don't have to question whether I'm going to be on the training on a Monday night, because I've got burning desire, and I am always going to be on the training no matter what. So that really hit. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, that really is the difference between desire and burning desire. And it is exhausting just having desire and being 99% in. Like, being a parent, there's no 99%. I take my kids to school. I pick them up at 3:15. There's no, should I pick them up? Shouldn't I pick them up? I pick them up. I feed them food. I put them to bed. I make sure they brush their teeth, because I've got burning desire to make sure that I'm a good parent, as good as I can be. And there's no option. It's yes, they go to school. Yes, they get fed. Yes, they have uniform. So the business is the same. You've got desire or burning desire. But if you're just in desire mode, you're going to be exhausted with the constant should I, shouldn't I, this, that, and the other. If you've got burning desire, you're in 100%. There's no option. It's all yes. So anyway, CJ, back to you.
I love that. I could listen to the training like over and over and over again. But we have 2 minutes, and I have to sign off because it's Jen Cowie doing the training this evening, and she is a triangle and needs to be on time. So the challenge for this week is step 1, step 2 of the belief bridge. I would like you to showcase somehow, however you wish, that you are a product of the product. So choose one product at least and be using or wearing or smelling it every single day. And the second challenge for you this week is to contact and speak to, in some form, your upline every single day until next week. I'll put a post on the Limitless Leaders. Let us know you've done that. You've all been amazing. See you at 9 o'clock. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.